Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are now in level 5. We are reviewing the concept of reduction, otherwise called Kuraippu. We had seen for Adi Thalam, Rupaka Thalam and Misra Chapu Thalam the concept and basic understanding of how to go about doing this reduction or Kuraippu. I taught you several ideas. I also taught you some new moras and korves as well. Today I am going to teach you the concept of reduction in Kanda Chapu Thala. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with the Tirukkural. Yadanum nadamal ur amal yen urvan sandunayum kalladavari. What is the meaning of it? Thiruvallur quizzes in this Tirukkural. Katravanukku endha naadum sonda naadagum. A person who is learned, every country is his own native, is permanent residentship. Endha oorum sonda ooragum. Whatever the city he chooses to stay in, any of the country, would be treated as his native place. And that's the big comparison Thiruvallur makes for learned people. If so being the case, why does a person not learn till his death? He quizzes in this Tirukkural. With this good thought, we need to ponder over and ensure that we reinforce people who are not learned in the society to be more aware, to learn basic things. With this good thought, I will enter into the class. So today we are going to learn for Kanda Chapu how to go about the general reduction technique. It goes like this. Typically now, as I taught you in the level 2, this Kanda Chapu Thala, the last sequence what we played was finished. Thum kita teka tari kita teka talanga din the thumb. Tit thum kita teka tari kita teka talanga din the thumb. Tit thum kita teka tari kita teka talanga din the thumb. Now we begin the conversation. This Laya conversation starts now with a fellow performer, or typically you can play in a two dual notes, like a person like Balamurali Krishna or any instrumental string instrument. When they play the lower bass and the higher bass, Like that, you can actually show this modulation, and you yourself can play in two different tonal effects to give that color to this reduction. The reduction goes like this. Tam, ta taka dinna taka dimmi taka junnu taka dimmi taka junnu talangadin tattam talangadin tattam talangadin tattam. So if I explain in Kanda Jadi Ekathalam, you will understand it better, because this is 2.5 beat. It quickly gets over. So you take Kanda Jadi Ekathalam, so then you will understand the nuances very clearly. Tham, ta taka dhinna taka dimmi taka junnu taka dimmi taka jun talangadin tattam talangadin tattam talangadin tattam. So the bass what we are taking here is a 10 beat. The 10 beat is the bass. So the next is 5 beats, the next is 2.5, the next one is 1/4. So that's how you have to reduce. We will see how it goes. Dinna tangada ding, tagadana ding, tangada ding, tagadana ding, tagadana dim, tagadana dim, tagadana dim, tagadana dim. This is for the 10 beat phrases. The next thing what you can choose, tam, tataka dinna, tagadana dam, tagadana dam, tataka dinna, tagadana dam, tagadana dam. You can either repeat the same phrase or you can play differently. Tam, tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junnu talangadin tattam. You can play like that. This is a sample. Whatever I am giving is only a sample. Tam tataka dinna taka dinna tagadana dam. First part. Tam tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junnu talangadin tattam. Like that you can repeat and play this dialogue. Then tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tam. 2.5 cycle. Tam tataka dinna is 3 plus 5, 8. Dinna is 2, 10. So when you dissect it, a 20 aksharas get split into 10 aksharas each. 1 and 2 is 8. Half of this is 2 beat, 2 aksharas are left here. So tang, tataka, dinna. Until then is your reduction phrase. Tam, tataka, dinna, tam, tataka, dinna, tam, tataka, dinna, tam, tataka, dinna, tam. The other person will play. The now further reduction is only 5 aksharas. 10 from 10 aksharas when you reduce 5, it is thang, dhinna. You can use that phrase. Dinna tang, dinna tha. Thang dinna is 5. Tang, dinna tang, dinna ta ta ti. Then you play this Sarvalagu patterns subsequently to that, and then do the traditional reduction, Farans Mora, which I'm going to do it now, and I also teach here new Mora and a Korwai for this episode for this learning. So let me sum it up as 2 cycle beats, 1 cycle beat, half cycle beat, and then quarter cycle beat. I'll tell till that point, and then I will get into the further reduction, Farans, Mora, and Korwai. Tam, tataka dinna, taka dimmi, taka junnu, taka dimmi, taka junnu, talangadin tattam, talangadin tattam. Tataka dinna tangada ding, tagadana ding, tangada ding, tagadana ding, tagadana ding, tagadana ding, tagadana ding, tataka dinna, tagadana dam, tataka dinna, taka dimmi, taka junnu, talangadin tattam, tataka dinna, tagadana dam, tataka dinna, taka dimmi, taka junnu, talangadin tattam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tang, tataka dinna tang, 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 din da ta, din da ta di, ta din ta din. That's the way you have to go. So this is the way to reduction, and then get into this. Then after you play the servo logo, you can play all these foreign phrases. All these you can play. After you play, then I'll teach you a new mora and a korvai. Thaga talangadinta, tarikadega tongadega tarikadega takadi talangadinta, tarikadega talangadinta dinta dum. Tarikadega tum tangadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudum, daga talangudumta, tarikadega tum tangadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudenda talangudum, daga talangudumta, tarikadega tum tangadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudum, takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudum, takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudinda tham, talangudinda tham, talangudinda tham. But we are reviewing Kanda Chapu Thalam. So you have to tell it in Kanda Chapu Thalam. The reason why I am telling is Kanda Ekam is for you to understand the subtlety behind it. Now you have to express it in Kanda Chapu Thalam. Taga talangudumta, tarikadega tunggadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudinda tumta tum, daga talangudumta, tarikadega tumtanggadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudinda tumta tum, daga talangudumta, tarikadega takumtanggadega tarikadega takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudum, daga talangudumta, tarikadega talangudum, takadi talangudumta, tarikadega talangudinda dinda talangudinda. That's the perfecting way into the Kanda Chapu Thalam. Before you perfect into Kanda Chapu Thalam, you perfect it in Kanda Eka Thalam. That's rule number one, because you'll understand it clearly. Then from 5 beat, then you convert into 2.5 beat, a complex beat pattern, then you'll be able to get it right. So I would always suggest you to go with the lean on the correct model, a bigger model, a granular model. It's always better to make yourself assured that the learning is right. The next korvai here is also very beautifully formulated. I will teach you that, and it's a little tricky to tell in Kanda Chapu Thalam. I will tell you as a part of a good exercise is a good korvai. So this is a very special korvai. It is in similar lines to the mora. So this is well composed. It's a more an idea or intelligence, or to get the thala grip, you can use this korvai. And if you are competent and confident enough, you can also play in Thaniyavardhanam. Taga, talangudumta, 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 taga, digi, kige, taga, tungum, taga, talangudumta, 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 ta, di, ke, ta, tum, taga, talangudumta, talangudumta, Thalam da tadi keta tum tadi keta tadi keta tadi keta tum da tadi keta tadi keta tadi keta tum da tadi keta tum da di keta tum da di keta tum da. That's the core. Now, the complexity lies in telling it in Ganda Chapu Thalam. Taga, tangudum ta, trangudum ta, tangudum ta, taga, digi, kigi, taga, tungum, taga, tangudum ta, tangudum ta, tangudum ta, ta, digi, ta, tung, taga, tangudum ta, tangudum ta, tangudum ta, ta, dingan, na, ta de keta ta de keta ta de keta ta ta de keta ta de keta ta de keta ta ta de keta ta de keta ta de keta ta. So it should be so much of razor sharp when you are telling this thala. So which means you have the grip of understanding, because whenever you take this odd number like 5 in a Chatusra, ta dikit taka dimi taka juno taka dimi ta dikita tantaka dimi taka juno taka dimi ta dikita tantaka dimi taka juno dimi ta dikita tantaka dimi taka juno taka dimi ta dikita tanta. So the shift happens one akshara. So this when the shift happens, you should understand that laya. Here 5, 7 all gets the shift of one syllable later, one syllable. 2 syllable later, 3 syllable later, and when you can put that thala in a firm grip, that sarvalagu, if it gets to your hand, and then you are that, it's a beginning of your laya journey, I would say. So it's not easy to tell, but I'm tabling all these concepts as part of the basic syllabus. So once when you get this grip, whatever the lesson they play, you will be able to get the hang of it, because all these are explained to you. This is the maximum we can explain. So you can then use these understandings to build your own empire. Okay, and that's the learning for Kanda Chapu Thala. So you have learned a mora, new mora, you learned a new korvai. I told you the technique of how to go about telling it in Ganda Jadi Ekam and then replicate it in Kanda Chapu Thalam. I also taught you the technicality of 10 beat, 5 beat, 2.5 and 1/4, and what you need to do and how you can play with your fellow player a sample. Like this, you can shade colors in different phrases, can make different colors, and you can play even different mora towards them. You can play different ferns as a part of this exercise as a color shading. So when you do all these exercises and homework as multiple shades, you will definitely get a brilliant idea, and then you will be able to showcase it in your own style, unique way, not the way you have learned it today. You will do it definitely much better way. And also all these are only at a very basic speed. Can use all these speed components also. You can use Nadai Bedam, speed, the second speed or third speed, if you can play the phrases and all those granularity and with dexterity, if you can present it, I think it gives a completely different dimension. You will see yourself growing in the laya knowledge, how it really enriches you to take to the next level. You don't have to worry about it, but as you learn, that itself will take you to the next level. Pranams, I'll see you in the next class with Kanda Jadi Triputta Thalam approaches of concept of reduction. Until then, Purvanur RVA is signing off with a Tirukkural. ஒருமைக்கண் தான் கற்ற கல்வி ஒருவர்க்கு எழுமையும் ஏமாப்பு உடைத்து. What is the meaning of it? ஒருவனுக்கு அவன் ஒரு பிறவியில் கற்ற கல்வியானது அப்பிறவியோடு போகாது, 7 பிறவிகளிலும் தொடர்ந்து சென்று உதவும் இயல்பு உடையதாகும். A person who has learned in this particular life journey, it will not go off right away. It will continue for 7 more generations. That's what Thirulur reiterates. And that's the importance of learning. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class. In the next class, I will see you with a concept of how to reduce in Kanda Jadi Tripata Thalam 9-beat cycle. Until then, Puvanur RVA signing off.